stayed black. The foreman kept the hours in pencil, so he could always take them back. I learned to sleep beneath the whistle, to eat with grease upon my hands, and spend money before morning like daylight wouldn't understand. Morning cannot collect what the night never wrote. No paper, no witness, no hand at your throat. Morning cannot collect, that is what I believed, until the sun found every pocket I had emptied in the dark. I owe the landlord 3 Fridays, the grocer 2, and someone else. A woman waited by the doorway with my last name on a shelf. I said, give me one more evening, by dawn I'll make the numbers right. Then lost the money in a back room where every clock had stopped at night. There's a debt the morning can't collect, a bill no clerk can see, a weight that never reaches paper but follows every step of me. There's a debt the morning can't collect, no signature, no seal. The night may hide the total, but the body knows what's real. My brother found me near the rail yard with iron dust across my coat. He said, you keep outrunning daylight, but daylight never leaves the road. I laughed and told him men like us were born already owing time. He said, debt is not the burden, it's the habit of the lie. One more shift, one more drink, one more hour before I think. One more hand, one more claim, one more night without my name. There's a debt the morning can't collect, a bill no clerk can see, a weight that never reaches paper but follows every step of me. There's a debt the morning can't collect, no signature, no seal. The night may hide the total, but the body knows what's real. I saw the sunrise through the smokestacks, turn the river dull and red. Every roof became a ledger, every window counted dead. No judge came down to name me, no sheriff crossed the yard, but every light revealed a number I had hidden in the dark. I reached inside my coat that morning for the wages I had spent. Found one key, a bent receipt, and nothing I could call regret. Then I heard the factory whistle and watched the gates begin to close. There's a debt the morning can't collect, but morning keeps the fire. It writes the balance in your posture and the distance in your smile. There's a debt the morning can't collect until you stop and count. Not every loss is money, not every bill has an amount. Morning opened every window, I had nowhere left to hide. tower with red dust on my coat, a county map inside my pocket, and no memory of the road. The signs had lost their numbers, the fence lines leaned away, but every field looked almost like a place I used to name. Dust knows the way home, even when the traveler does not. It settles on the old road and remembers every step. I followed where the wind was moving, past cotton rows and rusted wire, past a church with one wide window and a chimney without fire. A dog came running from a yard, then stopped and watched me pass, like it had seen my younger face still moving through the grass. Dust knows the way home, it clings to every seam, it finds the roads forgotten and the houses in between. Dust knows the way home, through heat and broken stone. A man may lose the county line, but the dust still knows his bones. At noon I reached a dry creek crossing where sycamores had split the bank. I knew the shape of every shadow, though I could not name the place. There was a nail inside the bridge post, bent upward through the grain. I touched the scar above my thumb and saw the summer come again. A boy ran barefoot through the water, a woman called him from the door. The picture vanished with the wind, but the dust remained once more. Dust knows the way home, it clings to every seam, it finds the roads forgotten and the houses in between. Dust knows the way home, through heat and broken stone. A man may lose the county line, but the dust still knows his bones. I thought home was only timber, only names beneath the roof, but ground can keep a language long after memory loses words. The road did not forgive me, the field did not accuse. They only gave the wind a trail and let the dust decide. I emptied out my pockets, let the useless map fall down. The wind lifted one corner, then turned it toward the south. Dust knows the way home, it rose around my feet, it crossed the road before me like someone I should meet. Dust knows the way home, no sign and no command. I followed what the wind remembered until I knew the land. At sundown, by the cedar fence, the dust knew who I was. Father's guitar hangs by the window where the afternoon turns brown. Dust has gathered on the headstock since the day we laid him down. The strings are dark with fingerprints. The wood is split beside the scene. It looks too small to hold a lifetime, too heavy to become a dream. My father's empty guitar still leans into the room. It never plays a single note, but keeps me listening to. He carried it through county bars, through weddings, wakes, and fights. He came home smelling like the highway, with another song each night. My mother said the songs were trouble, wrapped in chords and cheap perfume. He said a man could lose his soul if he gave us all room. I touched the lower string and felt the whole house move. He took the guitar from my hands and sang, "There's nothing here to prove." Later through the bedroom wall, I heard him pray one phrase again and again until the morning, like a door he could not raise. My father's empty guitar knows every road he chose. He keeps the weight of every hand in every place he could not go. My father's empty guitar still waits beside the wall. I fear that if I tune the string, I'll hear him tune them all. The case still holds a broken capo, 2 receipts and 1 hotel key, a photograph of 3 young players. Only one of them was he. On the back, the faded sentence written in another hand. the room is leaving, and the floor let you stand. I read those words, I closed the cage, but still they stay inside the place. My father's empty guitar knows every road he chose. It keeps the weight of every hand, and every place he could not go. My father's empty guitar still waits beside the wall. I fear that if I tune the string, I'll hear him through them all. Maybe blood is only with, maybe names are only sound. Maybe sons are not the echo of the men who came before. Maybe wood remembers pressure, these shoes from a widow at a table by the road. She says they belong to a traveling man who never carried what he owed. The leather cracked around the ankles, the heels were worn outside. When I put my feet inside them, they pulled me toward the county line. These borrowed shoes know something my own 2 feet forgot. They keep walking toward a promise I don't remember making. They took me past the feed store, past the church with missing glass, past the field where every scarecrow turned its head to watch me pass. I tried to stop beside the river, I tried to sleep beneath the pines, but those souls kept beating northward like a clock that hated time. These borrowed shoes know a road I have never seen before. They know the way to leaving in the shape of every door. These borrowed shoes know a name that nobody calls me by, and every mile they carry me feels like somebody else's life. In a town beyond the quarry, an old woman touched my sleeve. She said, "You wear his tired footsteps, but you don't wear what made him leave." She led me to a narrow house with blue paint on the frame. A child came running from the porch and called another man's name. I stood there like a shadow in somebody else's place, with his dust around my ankles and his road upon my face. These borrowed shoes, no road I have never seen before. They know the weight of leaving in the shape of every door. These borrowed shoes know a name that nobody calls me by, and every mile they carry me feels like somebody else's life. Maybe every road remembers every heel that wore it thin. Maybe leather keeps a secret long after skin forgets. Maybe some men leave behind them more than letters, debts, and clothes. Maybe every unfinished journey finds another pair of bones. I took them off beside the highway, set them neatly in the dust. For one whole minute they lay silent, like ordinary things should. Then the right shoe turned toward northward, and the left one followed slow. Those borrowed shoes knew a road I was never meant to take. They carried one man's hunger through another man's mistake. Those borrowed shoes knew a home, and they nearly took me there. I left them waiting by the highway for the next man passing through. Two empty shoes facing north. The sycamores with ivy through the window frame. No mailbox by the gravel road, no number, no family name. The front door opened with the wind, though every hinge was rusted shut. And somewhere deep behind the walls, the empty rooms began to hum. The house kept humming, low and slow, a song no living voice should know. The house kept humming through the dust like wood, remembering all of us. The hallway smelled of winter coats, of lamp oil, rain, and cedar smoke. The wallpaper had peeled away in shapes that almost looked like notes. I crossed the room where children slept, their height still marked beside the stairs, and every line beneath their names began to tremble in the The kitchen hummed a working tune, the kind a tired hand might sing. The bedroom held a lower sound that circled like a wedding ring. The attic carried something thin, a voice too high to understand. It moved between the roof and rain, then rested softly in my hands. The house kept humming, room by room, one song for every absent name. The house kept humming, wall by wall, as if the silence knew them all. No words remained, no mouths, no breath, just melodies that outlived death. I found a portrait on the floor. Its glass was cracked across the eyes. 5 people standing by the porch, beneath a pale and empty sky. I turned it over in my hands, a date, a town, one sentence read. We sang to keep the house awake when every other light was dead. The floorboards moved, the chimney sighed, 100 voices breathed inside. The house kept humming, room by room, one song for every absent name. The house kept humming, wall by wall, as if the silence knew them all. No words remained, no mouths, no breath, just melodies that outlived death. Maybe every room remembers every sound it once received. Maybe timber holds a heartbeat longer than the heart can beat. Maybe songs do not belong to those who shape them with the tongue. Maybe houses keep the music after every singer's gone. I tried to match the melody, but every note escaped my throat. The house fell silent for one breath, as if it heard me sing it wrong. Then from beneath the bedroom floor, a smaller harmony began. I left before the morning came and closed the gate behind my coat. But halfway down the gravel road, I felt the same sound in my bones. The house grew small among the trees, the window house faded into gray. Still, every step I took from there, the humming followed all the way. The house kept humming, so did I. The well stood behind the orchard, where the fence had fallen flat, covered over by the briars and the weight of years gone black. When I was 10, I spoke into it, every secret I could hold, then waited for the dark below to send my own words home. The well kept the echo long after I was gone. It held the things I whispered and returned them one by one. I told it how I hated winter, how I feared my father's hands, how my mother watched the doorway like she knew where sorrow stood. I told it who had broken windows, who had stolen from the store. I told it things no child should carry, then came back and told it more. 30 years had crossed the county when I found that place again. The orchard had become a parking lot, the house belonged to strangers, but the well remained behind it, hidden underneath the vine. Its stones were wet beneath my fingers, though the summer air was dry. The well kept the echo, buried under clay. It saved the words I had forgotten and never gave them away. I leaned above the opening and called my childhood name. At first there was only water, then a voice began. It sounded small, it sounded tired, it sounded just like me, but it spoke the words I never said and named what I had seen. It said my brother never slept. It said the porch light had been on. It said my father washed his shirt before the sheriff came at dawn. It said my mother heard the shouting. It said she buried more than grief. It said the well had kept the answer, because nobody asked beneath. I stepped away, the voice grew near. Some echoes do not disappear. I closed my eyes, I held the stone. The voice below became my own. Maybe silence is a vessel, maybe stone can carry sound. Maybe every truth we bury learns the shape of us. place where childhood stayed. I found one brick beside the opening and thought about sealing it again. The voice below said nothing. That was worse. I left the well uncovered and walked back through the weeds. The evening settled on the county like a book nobody reads. Behind me from the orchard, a child began to speak, not calling out for rescue, just telling what he knew. The well kept the echo, it never learned to lie. It held the voice I buried until I came to ask it why. The well kept the echo, the road kept moving on. Some truths wait inside the darkness long after childhood is gone. I heard my name behind me. I did not turn. I found one copper penny at the bottom of my coat, green around the edges, warm from years against my bones. The well stood past the orchard where the winter grass had grown, with a rope worn smooth by strangers who had asked and gone back home. I held the penny in my palm and tried to name one thing. Not a house, not bread, not money, not another wedding ring. I thought about my mother and the years she could not keep. I thought about the promises that wake a man from sleep. One copper penny, one word left to say. The water took the answer before I learned to pray. A woman came behind me with a child against her side. She asked if wishes worked there. I said, not any wish of mine. She smiled like someone carrying a weight too old to show, then dropped a silver dollar and watched the dark below. We waited for an echo, but the well returned no sound. Just a cold breath from the darkness and the scent of buried ground. The child leaned past the stones and whispered something small. The woman pulled him backward before the night could hear it all. One copper penny for one more year of time. One copper penny for a hand that still held mine. One copper penny for a door that stayed unlocked. I asked the water for a life it could not bring back up. my fingers, but the coin remained in place. It left a little circle, like a bruise against my skin. I thought of all the people who had stood where I now stood, trading metal for a mercy that no metal ever could. Maybe prayer is not a bargain. Maybe grief cannot be paid. Maybe every wish is only a name we give to being afraid. Maybe water keeps no ledger. Maybe heaven keeps no score. Maybe loss is just a country with no road returning north. I closed my hand around the coin and turned away from there. For once I kept the only thing I had prepared to spare. One copper penny still resting in my hand. Not enough to change the world, not enough to make a plan. One copper penny, no miracle, no sign, just proof that I could carry what I once would leave behind. At dawn I placed the penny on my mother's windowsill. The last glass stood behind the counter. The last chair rested upside down. Rain moved softly through the gutters and washed the footsteps from the town. The clock above the door said morning, though nobody believed the hymns. We had played through smoke and thunder for 7 people in the rain. Then the wood began to breathe, low beneath our feet. Every wall released a memory, every table found the beat. The drummer laid his sticks beside him. The piano lost a broken key. The bass player closed his tired eyes and leaned against the melody. Sleeping near the window lifted up her head and smiled. A man who had not spoken all night started tapping like a child. floor rose underneath the room. Dust came down from all the rafters, like the house had started blooming. We heard old laughter in the timber, old arguments beneath the paint. Every name once spoken in there return without a face. When the wood starts breathing, do not ask it to be still. Every room keeps something living long after people leave. When the wood starts breathing, let the old walls have their say. Some songs belong to singers, some belong to where they're played. Bartender opened every window, though the rain was blowing in. He said, "This room has heard enough lies. Let the weather tell the truth." The woman by the window stood up. The silent man began to sing. Not the words that we had written, but something older underneath. Low and wordless, warm and imperfect, never fully in tune. One voice, then two, then every chair and wall. One breath, one room, no difference between us all. When the wood starts breathing, do not ask it to be still. Every room keeps something living long after people leave. When the wood starts breathing, let the old walls have their say. Some songs belong to singers, some belong to where they're played. Maybe music is a doorway that no hand can open twice. Maybe every note is borrowed from the room that gives it life. Maybe we were never playing, maybe we were being played by the weight inside the timber, by the names the floorboard saved. I looked down at my hands and did not know the song. Still every chord arrived as if it had been waiting there. The rain crossed through the windows, the candles bent toward the door, and the room drew one deep breath. When the wood starts breathing, let the final note run long. Not to keep the night from ending, not to prove that we were strong. When the wood starts breathing, leave the doorway open wide. Some rooms become a memory, some memories remain alive. The wood began to breathe, then slowly let us go. Every chair returned to silence, every wall released the note. By dawn the room was empty, the rain my shoes. The room's red with tired faces, and every table knew the news. The bartender looked past my shoulder, then pushed a glass across the wood. He said, "You miss the only kindness that ever waited in this room." She took her coat, she paid her due. She left one empty chair for you. Mercy left at midnight. I came at 1:30. She took the last road out of town before the night was done. Mercy left at midnight. No letter, no goodbye. I spent my final silver coin to ask the reason why. I found a name beneath the ashtray, cut lightly in the wooden grain, beside a list of broken promises and men who never came again. A piano missed its final chord, a ceiling fan turned slow above. Somebody laughed into the darkness like they had never heard of love. She closed the door, she crossed the square. She left before I knew to care. Mercy left at midnight. I came at 1:30. She took the last road out of town before the night was done. Mercy left at midnight. No letter, no goodbye. I spent my final silver coin to ask the reason why. The man beside the window which road she took beneath the moon. He said a man who wastes his daylight should never curse the evening too. So I walked out through the doorway. The street was empty, washed in black. Her footprints ended by the station. Mine were the only ones that came back. Maybe she was never human. Maybe mercy never stays. Maybe every door is open only once and only late. Maybe I had heard a knocking every year and every night, and called the sound another warning, till the warning lost its life. Did she say my name? No, she did not. She leave a sign, only what you lost. Mercy left at midnight. I came at 1:30. The glasses shook, the lights went low. The final train had gone. Mercy left at midnight and took the morning too. I had a pocket full of reasons, but none of them were true. On the table in room 309. Her lipstick marked the coffee cup suitcase left behind. The curtains move like someone had just stepped through the wall. I called a name into the room, but heard the rainfall call. Room 309, where the truth forgot to stay. She left her perfume in the dark and took herself away. No letter on the pillow, no reason, no goodbye, just a key upon the table in room 309. The night clerk would not face me. He kept looking at the floor. He said she paid in silver and walked out before 4. But her shoes were by the window and her coat was on the chair. A woman does not leave the world and leave her shadow there. Room 309, where the truth forgot to stay. She left her perfume in the dark and took herself away. No letter on the pillow, no reason, no goodbye, just a key upon the table in room 309. Some doors conceal a secret, some mirrors learn to lie, some women leave a memory that no years can satisfy. Room 309, I return there every year. The wallpaper grows older, but her whisper stays so clear. I ask the empty hallway where she went and why, but the answer sleeps forever in room 309. The key was on the table. It may be waiting still. The first knock came beneath the kitchen. as the lamp began to fade. The second moved below the hallway. The third one waited by the stairs. My mother froze beside the table, her hand still wrapped around the cup. She said some sounds are best unanswered, and turned the radio up. 3 knocks below, 3 knocks slow. Nobody asks, nobody goes. The house was built before the highway, before the wires crossed the field. Before my father found the floorboards that someone else had nailed and sealed. He lifted one beside the pantry and dropped it back without a word. That night the dogs refused the doorway, and every window shook at once. Who's down there? No one you should know. What do you want? Something you still owe. Years passed and took my father. My mother followed in the spring. I sold the chairs, the tools, the curtains, but kept the house and everything. Each night the knocks were turned in order, one beneath the kitchen floor. One below the narrow hallway, one beside the cellar door. 3 knocks below, 3 knocks slow. One for the buried, one for the old. 3 knocks below, 3 knocks near. The house keeps count when nobody here. Brought a hammer to the paint shed, a lantern and a length of rope. I told myself the dark was empty, and fear was just another hope. I pulled the oldest board apart. The nails came loose like rotten teeth. A cold air rose through the opening, and something breathed beneath. One was for the name I carry, one was for the land we kept, one was for the room my father closed before he ever left. Who's down there? You already know. What do you want? Open what you close. 3 knocks below, 3 knots slow. The house remember what we let go. 3 knots below, then 1 above. I turned around and the door was shut. Sunday never came. I waited by the chapel until the sky was turning gray. Thought the bells might call me home, but they had nothing left to say. I carried every wrong I'd done like stones beneath my skin. I thought that Sunday brought forgiveness, Sunday never came in. Sunday never came. No morning called my name. I stood beneath the stained glass, still wearing all my shame. I asked the Lord for shelter, but the night remained the same. I waited for redemption, but Sunday never came. My mother used to tell me every darkness has an end, but she never knew the roads I took or the hearts I could not mend. The flame leaned toward the doorway, like it knew where she would go. Sunday never came, no morning called my name. I stood beneath the stained glass, still wearing all my shame. I asked the Lord for shelter, but the night remained the same. I waited for redemption, but Sunday never came. No sound. Maybe heaven stops the moment a broken man turns around. And Sunday found my name, not with glory, not with flame, just a little line of sunlight through the window where I prayed. I still carried all my sorrow, but I stood and walked away. Sunday never came to save me, so I met it halfway. The bells began behind me as I stepped into the day. Beyond the pines, train came rolling through the valley after 10. I had one coat upon my back and no wish to return again. The station man said, "Where you headed?" I said, "Anywhere but home." He looked down at my empty hands and left my sins alone. Ride, Black River train, carry me through the rain, past the house where love went missing, past the fields that know my name. Let the wheels drown out the sorrow, let the whistle must remain behind the heart. Some follow everywhere. Ride, Black River train, carry me through the rain, past the house where love went missing, past the fields that know my name. Let the wheels drown out the sorrow. Let the whistle hide the pain right through the night. Black River train. No angel knows my sea, just iron wheels beneath my bones, and darkness at my feet. Ride, Black River train, don't let me turn again. There is nothing in that old town but a lock without a key. When the morning finds the river, I'll be someone I can't name right through the night. Black River train. Radio lost the station somewhere west of Baton Rouge. A voice came through the static, soft and broken, sounding like you. I turned the dial in circles, held my breath and drove too slow. Half a second you were with me, then the signal let you go. I heard your name in static, through the wires and the rain, like a ghost inside the dashboard, trying to come home again. Every station turns to silence, every highway stays the same. But somewhere in the static, almost hear your name. The towers pass like crosses on the shoulders of the road. I carried all our history like an unpaid heavy load. The announcer spoke of weather, then an old guitar began. It was the song we heard together. When you still believe this man. I heard your name in static through the wires and the rain, like a ghost inside the dashboard, trying to come home again. Every station turns to silence, every highway stays the same. But somewhere in the static, I can almost hear your name. The living cannot tune. Maybe every lost connection still keeps circling the moon. I heard your name in static as the eastern sky grew pale. Then the signal cleared completely, and your voice became a tale. I turned the old radio off and faced the coming day. But somewhere in the silence, I still hear you fade away.